Hello friends, and welcome to the July haul. So I've got a couple of things here and I'm kind of excited. So I didn't actually expect them to show up today, but they did. So we went out on a hike today with the dogs and the baby, and whew, what a day. I'm exhausted, but I came home to find the Amazon packages. My Cocoa Daisy was here, my Leuchtturm was here, so I decided to haul it all so that I can start putting some things away and using them. So it's Prime Day this week, which I know by the time you see this video. So I thought I would share some of the Prime Day deals that I've been picking up and some of the things that I've been testing out. So anyway, I think what I'm going to do is kind of start with this, just because it's the biggest box and I can get it out of the way. But if you are a Lego fan or you have kids who love Legos and you know they're super, super expensive, I've been testing out some of the other brands. You can pick them up on Amazon and they're usually discounted. So this is Tiny Bear's Cafe. So it says 6 and above, so it's definitely something that a small child could do, but it does have something kind of interesting. There's some lights in it. Now they're super like minimal, not a ton of light stuff in here. And so if you are going to buy this for a small child, you're obviously going to have to help with the lights, or you can just not put the lights in at all. But I thought it was really, really cute. I thought it would go well in the Lego Village. The bricks are manufactured by the same company that makes the Lego bricks, so you're getting the same quality of bricks, same easy putting them together, and they're really, really cute. So the design's adorable, and I wanted to add it to the Lego. So right now, I think for this Prime Day, this was $49, which is fantastic. It's got 1,173 pieces for less than 50 bucks with lights, and it's adorable. So it's a nice little alternative to Lego if you're not feeling it right now. Now, have I given up on Lego? No, I actually pre-ordered the Transylvanian Castle, which won't be here until November, but I will be sure to share that with you because that was actually pretty expensive. It is a pre-order, but it is fantastic, like absolutely fantastic. So really quick, I'm going to show you my cloth and paper book. So I've shown this in a few different videos, but just so that you have a scale idea. If you got this in the cloth and paper subscription, or if you are thinking about picking one up off of their website, because they do have this is their traveler size personal notebook. And inside of it, they do have their own inserts. This was one of the inserts that came in with this actual box and this. So this right here, actually, I feel like these inserts, the monthly inserts, came in the next box. But either way, I believe that they're available on the website if you wanted to pick them up. Obviously, the inserts are definitely there. So this is a weekly insert, and that's what the weekly looks like. But one of the things that I was having a hard time finding was a calendar that fit in here, because this is not a standard A6 size. A6 is shorter than this. So finding something that actually fits in here was kind of like a fluke. I found a calendar at Target. So this calendar goes all the way through 2026 and 2027. So I have a nice big monthly calendar in here to plan things out in advance. And then this was kind of a mistake. So this is what we got from Coffee Monsterz Co. This is the Leuchtturm 1917, and this is their Pocket A6. So the Pocket A6 fits. It fits wonderfully inside of this little planner thing. So I have a little notebook area. But Coffee Monsterz Co. isn't carrying these anymore. She did her run and that's it. What she had was what she had. So if you were lucky enough to buy several of them, you don't have to worry about it, but I was not. I got a black one and this green one, and the black one's already used up, and this green one is the only one I had left, and it is almost used up. So one of the things I love about this and putting it in here is that you can just jump it in. Already has your bands in there, so you just throw it in there. You don't even have to jump it. Like, how many things do I have in here? I have this one. I think I still have one string left over that I could use. Yeah, I still even have one more string in here, but this thing is full, so I wouldn't use that last string. But you just put it in. You've got tons and tons of pages in here. It will close itself, and this is one of the things I love about it, is this giant pocket in the back, so you have your own notebook in here. So I've shown it before. I won't go through it again, but I use the heck out of this notebook. I absolutely love these notebooks in here, and this is my pocket. This is my pocket planner. This goes with me everywhere, in my purse, in my backpack, and it's always there so that I can make my notes and do whatever. You can see I got the monster on the back. Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. So what I did was two things. The pen that I use in here is the one from the cloth and paper box, last month's box. Whew, sorry, I'm breathing so fast because I have been like, the hike just took it out of me and now I feel like I'm playing catch up, but I got this. I got this. Zebra G750. Love. Absolutely love this pen. And it's quick dry gel, which is something that is hard to find a good quick dry gel pen. This one is fantastic. This is the one that I take with me everywhere I go. It sticks right to this. This is where I keep it. Now, I did go to find refills for it because it is obviously refillable. This is metal. It's really got a nice hefty weight to it, but not too heavy to make your hand tired writing with it. But everybody was out of these gel pen refills, but I did find them on Amazon. So if you go on Amazon, this is it right here. I'll leave it here so you can read it. JK Refill G Series Gel Refill Black Ink 0.7 medium point. So this is it right here. This is the one that goes inside of this pen. So if you're looking for refills and you can't find them, I went on Jet Pens. They didn't have any. I went on obviously Cloth and Paper. They were sold out. So if you're looking for them, according to the website, this goes with that pen. I haven't tried to put it in there yet, but I'm assuming that it wouldn't lie to me. Hopefully. But anyway, there you go with that. And then these are the refills that I picked up from Leuchtturm along with some pen loops. The pen loop on this is plastic and it's fine. Right now, I don't see any wear and tear, but I can see over time that ripping. So I did buy some pen loops from Leuchtturm that fit the different notebooks, the colors of the notebooks. I got 2 in the notebook colors, and then I got a black one to use basically anywhere that I want to, but there's a sticky on the back. You just stick it to the back of your book. Good to go. Then these are the colors that I bought. And this is the one that fits. So their Pocket A6 fits inside of the Cloth and Paper. So if you're looking for that, these are all soft cover because the hardcover one, it didn't have enough give to it in there and it felt too bulky. So this works way better than the hardcover, but I did use the hardcover in there. It will work if you wanted to use it, but I like having the soft cover better. So I did buy all of these in soft color covers. Look at all these fantastic colors that I picked up. So I got another sage green, which is the one from Coffee Monsterz Co. I got this gorgeous red. Let me see if it says the name. I don't think it says the name on it. I wanted the orange one. This is Fox Red. So Fox Red, Sage. They didn't have the orange one. It's completely out of stock, but I thought the orange one would have been fantastic for fall, but this red one will work too. Then this one is the Dusty Rose. So I got Dusty Rose. And then these are like mini ones. And I thought that these could replace, and it's the same thing, just dot grid on the inside. They're just skinnier. I thought these could replace the Cloth and Paper Weekly once that's full, because I really only use this to put my quotes, like my daily book quotes in there. So I don't really need an actual like weekly calendar in there. I just wanted a smaller notebook where I can keep those. And those are the ones that I transfer onto the website. So when you see all of the quote cards that I put up on the websites, the Instagram and the Facebook, this is where I keep them. When I find ones that I really love, I put them in here. And then when I'm ready to make the quote cards, I make them with the ones that go in these books. So anyway, this one has these colors, which I thought would be super pretty for fall. I'm pretty much just, I don't know, preparing for fall. I'm already ready. I'm ready for it. Even though I went on a beautiful hike today, I'm ready for fall. Okay, this I picked up, and this from the Prime Day, because first of all, I don't have any of these colors. I do have the pens, but it came as a set and it was super, super cheap because it's Prime Day. Hang on, let me get a little thing to cut this open with. So it was just a deal. Otherwise, I probably would have only purchased, what am I doing? I probably would have only purchased the actual highlighters because that's what I use primarily, or what I wanted were these highlighters. I have a couple of these. I have this one, these ones right here, but I do not have this, and I really wanted this. And then it has the Sarasa Clip gel pens in the same like fall. This is their natural colors set. Super inexpensive, guys, super inexpensive. I think this was like $10 for the Prime Day thing. So hopefully you guys were lucky enough to hop on to Amazon Prime and pick up some of the Prime Day stuff. And then this was also like $9. And I thought right now I have a hodgepodge of like holders, round holders, and I want everything in one spinny place. Look at that. I can put all of my stuff. What's this? When the pen holder doesn't rotate smoothly on a small marble glass, please use the provided non-slip pad. Oh, I see. So you can put this on there if you have like a weird surface. But actually, this would be good for opening jars. Just as a side note, if you don't need it for a little mat to go underneath it to turn it, this is what I'm going to put this upstairs in the drawer and use it to open jars, because I love that. It's that non-slip stuff. It is the perfect size. But anyways, this is what I wanted to put on the desk to replace the mess that I have going in the corner of my desk and put everything kind of neatly in here where I want it. So I picked this up and it was, isn't it cute? It has a little spinning thing. And it was, I think, $9.90. So that was really cool. Then we're going to get into Cocoa Daisy, because this was in the mailbox. And it's not very big anymore, so it doesn't have to have a video all its own. It's just one thing. And to be fair, I'm not even sure this is one of the ones I wanted, but because you can't skip with Cocoa Daisy, you kind of just get what you get. Yeah, it is. I'm not a huge fan of like the purples and the butterflies and stuff, but I'm kind of stuck with what I'm stuck with because, like I said, you can't skip now that I know that. But this has a little vinyl take flight. Here's Flutterby is the name of the kit. And then there might be a few things in here that I do like and I may still use, but most likely probably not. So you have the washi tape. It's pretty washi. Let me open it. Get that opened up so you can see it. Where is the notepad? I am using the heck out of this notepad. This is one of the ones that came in the Infinity Lotus box, and it has quickly become my favorite. I think it was the Infinity Lotus. It was either that one or Cloth and Paper. Whichever one it came in, it is my favorite. I love it. So this has like a watercolor floral thing going on. It's pretty. And then, oh, this is nice. Currently watching, listening, loving, and reading stamp set. Little notepad. I'm not even going to open it. Then you have your journaling card. There's beauty in things that grow wild and unplanned. And then on the back, you have your journaling prompts. There's that one. These are the thicker stickers, which I'll go through in a minute. Let's go through the papers because these are easily the easiest ones to go through. So because I get the combination journaling and planner kit, you always get these 2 extra pages in here. One of them, oh, it's pretty. So you got the lined on the back and then a design on the other side, and then that's a grid, and then you've got this on this side. So there's that one. Oh, then there's this silver foiled floral vellum. This is like one of those handmade papers in this purple color. Then you've got some stickers. I'll leave it there so you can see it. These are the clear stickers. Then here we go into the papers. So I like this side right here. This is something I would definitely use. That side I would not. Oh, you know me and my plaid. I love my plaid. Let's see what the other side looks like. Well, that's not bad. I like the green with just a little bit of purple. That's pretty. And then this one's kind of plain on this side. And then you got the big old floral thing on this side. Just pretty. It is pretty. Okay, so there's that one. Then you have your rub-ons, which I'm going to try to do it like this so I don't have to take it out of the paper, because I'm 99% sure I'm not going to use this kit right now, so probably going to stick it right back in that container and put it in my box to use at another time when I'm like running low on stickers or I want something more springy. Right now I'm done for summer. I have no more kits that I want for summer, and I'm actually working on some fall stuff, so these are going to end up going and being put away, so I don't want to open them, but you can see the designs that are on there. Then your vellum stickers, which is what you get with the journaling kits, is like the thinner stickers, which is nice. So on this first page, you've got your quotes and a whole bunch of washi at the bottom. So like little snippets of washi tape. Here's, I think, the one that we got, or something similar to the one that we got. Then you have days of the week, numbers, and little half boxes. This is a full sheet of, and this is not on washi paper. This is on that semi-transparent, like vellum-like sticker stuff. I guess that's the best way to say it, but this is a full sticker. This is a full page sticker, so you can do whatever you want with these. Cut them into strips, cut them into shapes. They will not rip though, so you will need to use scissors. Or you can cover a whole page and then put like, where is it? You could put like, this is probably too big, but if you have a nice little quote card, you put a quote card on there, and then you've got like a divider page. Really pretty. Oh, I like that color. That's a nice color. I might pull this out and use this because I really like that. I'm actually going to take that out and put that off to the side. And then another one with some smaller deco and some more of the washi. So that's that one. I'm going to put those back so I can stick it in the thing. I love those numbers. I mean, those alphas, and I like that font and that color. I think it's going to go really well with fall. So I'm going to actually put that in my little font book of alphas. I have a little book of alphas. I'm going to put it in there. Okay, so in here, I'm just going to lay them out. You get the big, there should be 6 of the big one. That one's, I don't like that one. Tabs. There they are. That one's kind of cool. And then you get a bunch of butterflies. There's some stamps in here. There's some flowers in here. But these are really thick. So it's something that I wouldn't use on a page, but I do frequently use on divider pages. And if you notice in here, this is what this is. I did not use this kit at all, except to decorate this. Like this was one of the Cocoa Daisy kits, and I used all of this stuff to decorate this book. So yeah, I do use them if I don't use the kit itself in my planner. I do find other places to use them, and that happened to be that one. And that was a much older kit. That was one that I pulled out of the stash. But I liked the colors, and I thought it would go well for spring, summer, and into early fall. So that's why I have that. And then, yeah, so that is everything that I have for you in this first part of the haul. I know it feels like I put a lot of stuff out there, but I really didn't. I have a whole bunch of stuff coming. Hopefully this will be a decent month. Some of the stuff that I ordered from last month that didn't get here will be in this month's haul. And I do have a couple of other things that I ordered because Prime Day is going for, I think, for 5 days this week, and every single day is different. So I'm checking the website every single day and putting things in my basket that I really, really want that's on sale, and trying to stay away from the stuff that's not on sale. And just be careful, like next year, because I know by the time this goes out next year for Prime Day, try to go in before Prime Days start, look at the things that you're kind of interested in, and then wait and see what happens. Because 2 of the items that I had in my basket actually went up in price instead of down in price on Prime Day. So just kind of have to keep an eye on that. People are being a little bit sneaky. So just watch out for that kind of stuff. So anyways, that's all I have for you right now. I will be back in just a minute with some more. Next up, I have a little order from the Giving Girl, and look at how stinking adorable this packaging is. It is just absolutely adorable. I love it. Love this. I always keep these, so I haven't had a ton of orders from her, but they all come packaged similarly, and I keep these and I put them as like dividers in my notebook because yeah, I love them. Look at that. How stinking adorable is that? So this is the Giving Girl. I did order from her Tuesday. I forgot what they call it, but she's got a name for it. Let me see if it's written on here. No, it's not. Unfortunately, it's not. But on Tuesdays, if you join her Facebook group, like one Tuesday a month or one Tuesday every couple months, she does this like special thing where she releases a collection. And then from that collection, it's also discounted. So she did release this one. And I believe it was this one. And then this is one that I kind of was looking at and was waiting for another, to put in another order because I didn't just want to buy that by itself. So let's start with the new one. It's kind of like a summer bucket list, which, yeah, it's summer. So yeah. All right, I'm going to keep that so I can put it back in it. And let me get a white little background paper. So one that I didn't mess up. There we go. All right. So this first one is called Summer Bucket List. This first one is Go to the Zoo. I'm just going to kind of set them on here. Here, let's do it this way. I'll make sure you're in frame so you can see them. And these are the smaller sheets. That is adorable. Look at that. Like, I love this. I really love this. The little zoo, the fun fact, admit one. Please do not tap the glass. Oh my gosh, look at the little otter. These are adorable. Absolutely adorable. Sorry, I was busy looking, not paying attention to whether I was in frame or not. And then this one is to catch fireflies. Again, very, very pretty. Let me just do it like this, then we don't have to pick it up. I'll just do 2 at a time so you can see it. How stinking pretty is that? Maybe too close. Yeah, I'm gonna get this. I got it. All right. I love that. These are pretty big kits, by the way. This one is make a flower crown and visit a state park. Love those. That little squirrel. Then we have go horseback riding and visit a library. New audiobooks. Then we have attend a concert, go to the pool. I like that. Little pool is really cute. Then, oh, visit a museum. One of my favorite things to do. Get ice cream. And go on a road trip. Visit an aquarium. We don't have any of those anywhere near me, so I would have to go, oops, sorry. I would have to go to Seattle to visit an aquarium. And then have a game night and stay up late. They're doing like little mud masks. That's adorable. And then visit a local fair. We did that on the 4th of July. That's the last of the smaller ones. And then there's some florals, a little floral sheet. There are some little watercolor splotches for the background. And then there's a full sheet of Terrible Washi with this pattern right here. And it's the same colors, but not the same pattern as the back sheet. But on the back sheet, it has all of the artwork on it, so you can kind of see what's in it, which is how I'm going to keep it stored. I'm probably going to use this one here pretty quickly. Yeah, because it is summertime right now. But this other one I'm going to store. So this one is called Moth Folk Fables. It has more of a kind of a whimsical fall vibe. That was funny. The two words together, fall vibe, which I think is adorable. But how cute are they? So each one, I don't know if each one is named. This is just Fables 1 and 2. I love that she puts like these little quotes in here. Some of my favorite stuff. And we have page 3 and 4. That fox. Love, 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 love. 5 and 6 with all the moths. Only she could make moths like pretty. I'm not, everybody already knows, I'm not a big butterfly fan, I'm not a big moth fan, but this vibe right here with the deer and just like kind of that, all the mushrooms and kind of like that fallish vibe, I died. And this one's been out for a little while, but I decided to, like I said, wait until I placed another order to pick it up. So it's been on my list for a minute. This one was not on sale, but the puppy thing that I'm going to show you and the other one was. So when she does those $2, not $2, I think it is actually like a $2 Tuesday, but it's called Twinkle Tuesday. Jeez, there it is. When she does her Twinkle Tuesdays, which are not every Tuesday, they're usually maybe once a month-ish. That's, like I said, it'll probably be like a new collection, and then the new collection goes on sale. So look at the chicken with the baby chick. Oh, I love that. It's like a farmhouse vibe right here. And then very foresty on the other side. And then this one with a little raccoon. Cute. Just cute. Then, oh good, I love this. This time we've got some alphas. Once in a while she does alphas. And then we've got some florals. I may have added on to this kit, but I'm not sure. I don't remember what I ordered. And then we have these. I probably added some of this stuff on. I can look at my receipt and see. Oh, I love those. I am an absolute sucker for layering elements, and then these are fabulous also for stamps. And then you can see like the main artwork on here, but not all these extras. So I can't remember if they came with it or not, but give me 1 second and I will look at my receipt. Moth Folk Fables Bundle, Pet Moments, Summer Bucket List. Nope, it came with all that stuff. And then there should be freebies in here, Facebook freebie and stuff. So we'll see what's in this smaller pack. So the smaller pack has all the puppy stuff. There was more than this, but I just wanted ones that kind of pertained to me and my pets. So here is the all order freebie right here, which is very 4th of July. And then this one here is the Facebook freebie. And then here are the dog ones. So I got, how cute that corgi is. Isn't that just adorable? So we do take our dogs to the lake. So I thought this would be a cute one for the lake. And then the pet food one when we're having, we have very picky dogs. And then playtime. I think they were stinking adorable. Okay, so that is everything that I got from the Giving Girl. Like I said, if you love this kind of artwork and you want to see more of it, she does have a Facebook group, and that is where she does most of her advertising and letting you know about like the Twinkle Tuesdays and the new releases that are coming out. So I highly, highly, highly suggest that you go and join her Facebook group. Anyways, that's all I have for you right this second. I got some more stuff coming in. Yeah, so I'll be back in a minute. Next up, I have a couple of very beat up and dirty packages. So this one is my sterling ink, and I believe this is Harriet Wright. But, yep, this is Harriet Wright, which surprises me because I thought I was done with Harriet Wright. I'm actually waiting until the last one so that I can order the monthly, because I really wanted the monthly mystery. And yeah, but I keep getting the weekly, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Let me just zoom you in a little bit. Maybe I did not write down. I should probably go back and look. I probably wrote it down somewhere when I actually started this and which one I ordered. Pretty sure I got the 6-month version, and it being July, I figured, well, if I did this in January, then it should be done by now, but maybe this is the last month. I'm not sure. Anyway, so this one doesn't have a name. It just says Mystery Bundle, Custom Artwork. Oh, Sunshine. Sorry, it does have one. It's way up at the top in teeny tiny little words. Okay, so looks like very French countryside kind of a feel to it. That's what the vibe is that I get. So you have all of your full boxes, and then these are like taped strips, big boxes, and we have it looks like, if I can shine it just right, it's not a gold, maybe rose gold foil kind of looks like. But love these little elements with some of that foil in it. I think that's gonna be really pretty for layering. Then you've got all of your deco, and then this is a large box. Only thing about Harriet Wright designs that I have a hard time with is the saturation is very light, which I know is on purpose because this is more of like a pastel-y light kind of a thing, but sometimes it's hard for me to tell with stuff like this that there's actually something there behind it because it's so light. Like, I imagine if I put it, let's do the white background and see if that helps at all. This one's kind of a little bit dirty. I did something with this, but you can kind of see it there. Oh, look, now that I put it on a white background, it actually looks like torn paper on the side. So yeah, anyway, I think that it's really pretty artwork. I love that little scene right there. This little torn edge with that's cool. Something different. And then you've got your big boxes with the girls. And then, oh, that's pretty right there. Really, really pretty. Love that. This one, lots of little decos in here. I really like using Harriet Wright Designs kits for some of my smaller planners because there's a lot. She has one of the few that has a lot of smaller pieces in hers so that they fit like in my little personal size A6, my purse planner. And I still, yes, I do decorate the pages in that. I love it. And then she also has some big elements, so you can use it in your larger stuff as well, like these florals. There's a couple of tiny ones in here, but you get what I mean. Like there's a nice little variety in here of stuff. And then your dates, numbers, and these little boxes right here are some of my favorite for layering. So that is what came in Harriet Wright Designs this month. I think it's very, very pretty. I do want to switch to the monthly though, so stay tuned for that. I will be switching to it as soon as I'm sure that that is done. So this is my Sterling Ink subscription, and I'm actually starting to get a backlog of this. I was using this exclusively in my journal, my daily hemlock and oak. Well, this isn't gonna work. It's definitely not as strong as I thought it was. Anyways, in my hemlock and oak, and I haven't been keeping up with that, as I talked about in one of my videos, recent videos. So will I be going back to that book and using it for something else? I might. I'm gonna stab myself with this. It's not gonna be good. Okay. That either says a lot about her packaging being very strong and very thick, or it says even more about what a crappy letter openers those are. Anyway, okay, here we go. I have no idea what the theme is because I looked at nothing, but it almost looks kind of travel-y. Look at that. It looks kind of travel-y, which I love. Let's start with this one, which has all of your vellum and your August stuff in it. I might have to take a break from Sterling Ink. Anyways, I thought I might have to take a little bit of a break. I was going to say I'm going to take a break, but I'm not, because all of the fall artwork is coming out, and I'll be damned if I'm going to miss a single fall artwork from anyone, ever. Never. It's not going to happen. But here is the vellum, which is beautiful. And yeah, very much with the map in the background and the tickets and like this little hotel looking bedroom and then the train. Yeah, this is very much a travel theme, and I'm totally here for that. If you can hear Sophie, she's being a jerk. She's barking outside the door, and I apologize. Okay, so more of the same with the map in the background for travel and some tickets on here. It's very pretty. I tried to do that. Like, I take a lot of inspiration from all of these shops and their beautiful artwork, and I try to do that myself. I cannot do it. I am more of a, I like the whole picture to be on these, and then I use sections of it when I make mine. So just, I don't know, I want to do this. I think this is beautiful. It just every time I do something like that myself, it just looks terrible. So I'm not even gonna try. Here's your August calendar, your August dates. And then this is the smaller, which I take 2 of these with me everywhere. So if I'm redating my A6 or something small, I have it, or I have my numbers, and then these work really well. This particular size works really well on the monthly in my Wonderland 222. So because that is an undated planner, I have to have that. So I do use those all the time, but I am getting quite the backlog. But it's okay, because I don't mind hoarding. I don't mind hoarding this at all, because I really like her art style. And I know some people have said it's kind of samey like that, but that's her style. That's what she does. If you're expecting things to be different every single month, not bashing on anybody who has those opinions, but if you're expecting it to be different, then you're expecting her to be not a real person who actually draws her own artwork, because yeah, this is her style. This is what you're gonna get. This is what you signed up for, and I love it. I think it's beautiful. Sometimes I wish she had more florals, like more floral bunches and stuff, but I do know that they are incredibly hard to draw and time consuming. So doing smaller pieces and bunching them together is easier. Love the little deco. So I can see why she doesn't always have like full pages of actual bunches, but maybe we'll get lucky this month. I don't know. Okay, so now we have our full boxes here. Oh, look at that train. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. That is super pretty. So there's that one, and you have some florally bits in there. Then here's some more full boxes. And this, there's 2, so I'll just put one up so you can see it. But you have a sidebar, which is fun. Some tickets, like a lot of layering elements. Look at inside of the train. Oh, it's so pretty. Then you have your layering elements. I love the tickets and your frames. Beautiful. And then this one, love this. This is your strips. So this is cut into strips. And these are like, they have like a raised look to them, and I think they're very, very pretty. And then stamps and your full page sticker, which, yes, I love that. It's beautiful. And that is everything that came. Oh, nope, I lied. One more thing. This little box right here, this little envelope right here. I always forget about the little envelope. So in this one, you have another vinyl. You've got this. Actually, it's not vinyl. It's on clear paper, so I don't know what to call it. It's clear paper, but it's thicker. And then here's all of the goodies that came in the envelope, which, yes, I use those all the time. Oh, I love that card. How pretty is that? It's a soft touch card, and on the back it gives some information. And that is beautiful. I love the watercolor look of this month's. It's very different from what I have normally, which is very bright and vibrant colors. So it's nice to sometimes tone it down and do something a little bit more neutral, which is why I absolutely adore sterling ink, because it gives me that reset that I'm always looking for when I want to transition from bright, vibrant colors. And sometimes I just want something a little bit more quiet. I guess that's the best way to put it. And my sterling ink and my Graceful Muse and Harriet Wright designs, those give me more quiet. Whereas if you want loud and bright and cheerful, and yeah, then that's me. Those are the kits that I have in my shop. So anyways, that is all I have for you now. Stay tuned, and I will be back in just a minute with some more. Okay, next up, I have a new to me subscription, but I have ordered from this company before, but doesn't that look so beautiful? The packaging, and my Graceful Muse is also here. So I will go over both of these with you today, but I started the subscription. I did pop this open just because I couldn't remember if this was a subscription or order, but this is how it comes. It says handmade in Canada. Look at how pretty this is. I'm definitely pulling this off and putting this in my planner. I think I want to put this on the monthly dashboard for each month, so that way that I have it there. But I think it's just so beautiful, and this envelope is to die for. Definitely keeping that as well. Love, love, love the packaging. But this is my first time with the Pretty Pink Co's subscription. So this is the June 2025 mystery, and I know this is the June one, but that's how I ordered it. So the cutoff date to get the June one was at a certain time. I ordered it, and then I should be in queue for all of the rest of them. So I'm wondering if another one is coming. I don't know. I'll have to double check the website how it actually works, but I've been kind of waiting for this one for a little bit because I thought it would come right away when I ordered it, but it didn't. So then it showed up. So I don't even know. I don't know. I'm just happy to get it. I don't care. I think it's beautiful. So anyway, that was the envelope. And then this is the subscription. Let me get out my little white piece of paper. Let's get this. Okay. So I'm just gonna, I wish I had something smaller. I wonder how it would look. I think that's a pretty nice, background. It's easier than, I can just one-hand it with this instead of having that big old huge thing. So anyway, look at how pretty the flowers are. So it looks like, it says June 2025 mystery. This is the bouquets. I'm not super familiar with all of the names of each one of them, so I'll kind of go through them as we go. These are the collages, and look at how beautiful that is. So this looks very painterly, like maybe museum, because we got Monet exhibit here and all of like the painting stuff and the florals. It is so pretty. So, so pretty. Oh yeah, look at this page. Here's the deco page. Oh yeah, I love that. That is so pretty. So, oh my goodness, I love this so much. Oh, that is beautiful. So you guys know that I've been kind of on a mission to find some new subscriptions to kind of go with, because I like testing things out and trying them for a little while. And my Harriet Wright Designs has expired as far as I know. I don't know. Every time I think it's done, I get another one in the mail. So, but I did start a new one, and hopefully it will be in here. Actually, I didn't start it. Let me back up. I ordered one like a past subscription from a company to test it out and see how I like it. And if I like it, I will be subscribing to that one. So that one is called Faded Chronicles. So if that is a company that you're used to seeing, or if that is a new to you company, I will be featuring that on the channel as soon as it comes in. And then they said that they've already shipped it, so it should get here before the end of this month's haul. So keep an eye out for that. It'll probably be towards the end of the haul. But I'm really excited about that one. But look at these corners. How beautiful are these corners? Oh my gosh, I love. So I have gotten kits from them before, and the format is very, very similar to the kits. So I have a pretty good idea what I was going to get anyways, but how pretty is that? Get all these like little art studios and like art gallery looking walls. It's just very, very dainty and petite. And then you've got all of like your swatches, a couple more deco pieces here. And this page, which inspired me to make something similar to this, it's a little bit different, but something similar to that, which I absolutely love. And then you've got the postcard, and then some stamps. So it says stamps and frames is that page. I need to name mine. It would be a lot easier for my son when he's cutting and he's telling me there's a problem with one. He's like, sheet 10. I don't remember what sheet 10 is. So I probably should. Torn strips. Actually name each one of the pages so that we can communicate better, but that's me. And then the florals. This is pretty similar. I just used a kit from Pretty Pink Co. in my, I don't think I have it here, in my Wonderland 222, and this seems to be a theme, a very, very, like every single time you're going to get a page like this with a lot of little florals in the middle. Then you have your numbers in 2 different colors. The extras always have like a dot, which I love to use for bullet points, and then all of your days of the week. Then this one here is all of your like washi strips, but as like, I love this page as also. If I can in a second, I'll go grab it and show you how it looks in my Wonderland 222. And then your large, look at that, your large art pages. Oh, that's so pretty. And then this one is a full page. It just says mystery. So this is just a full page washi, and it's got like paint strokes in it. I don't know how easy it is for you to see those paint strokes, but that is there. And I think this time what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to cut this into strips, because I'll show you in my 222 why I need more washi strips. And then look at this. This is the bonus, and this is foil, which is the same color as that foil. And it's all painting type stuff, which is very, very pretty. Let me grab that really quick before I go into Graceful Muse, because I know it's right here. This is so, she getting chunky. She is getting chunky, but I will flip here. How pretty is that? But I love using these strips right here to kind of break my page in half, so that way I can have art, and places to do my to-do list and my little notes, my little highlight notes. You can see here that I fill this sucker out every single day. So I really love the way that this looks. And then this is kind of towards the end of the kit where I didn't really have a lot left, but you can see here are those floral corners. Just absolutely gorgeous. I love playing with this. Love it. It's beautiful. And then this is like, I had nothing left in the kit, but I was going to use every single piece that I could. And so there isn't a lot on this page, but it's okay. It makes my heart happy. I may do a couple little overlays on here with some of my overlay stuff. Maybe add a little bit of foil to the pages. I don't know, but it is just so dang pretty. So dang pretty. Anyway, I just wanted to show that off. That was the reason why I went with these guys as a subscription, because I love her format. I love the way her stickers lay down in my book. They fit perfectly with my aesthetic. So I went with that one. And so I don't think I'll be changing that anytime soon, and definitely not changing this anytime soon. Look at how beautiful that is. Let me pull it out. So I just took these out of the outer packaging because they were kind of scuffed up from the mailman. I don't know what he does with my mail. I think he plays soccer with it before he actually gives it to me. I don't know. It feels like it. Anyway, here we go. Oh my goodness. So big, thick piece. I love these. I actually use them. Yeah, I use them in my shop to use it. I use them as dividers for when I'm cutting, but I do need the big piece for this. Okay, so we have Hello August, and it says let us live like flowers, wild, beautiful, and drenched in the sun. It says summer, Hello August right there. Then we have this sheet. which is your paper sheet, which is absolutely stunning. I love this. We're starting to see kind of like a dip into fall with the sunflowers. So it's starting to kind of move in that direction, and I'm here for it. I'm ready for fall. I know, guys, I am not a summer girl. I never have been. I've always been a fall, winter girl. Spring, I kind of okay with, but summer is just not my favorite time of year. I'm not a big artwork fan of summer artwork. It's just not. How pretty is that? But when you can kind of start to get into seeing it move in that direction, and it just makes my heart happy. Very, very happy. Okay. Ooh, we got a little extra in here. Oh, we got a lot of stuff. Look at that. That is pretty. Look at that. That's a lot of, look at the sunflowers. That's pretty. Strips. So this one's called Chasing Sunsets, and this is the foil deco, which is gorgeous. And then you've got your August calendar. Sorry, I was so busy looking at it, I lost my words. I don't know, I lost my words. Okay, ooh, that's so beautiful. I love how she does like this type with the collaging. Nobody collages like she does. Nobody. Like when I grow up, I want to be like her. I just want to be able to do this and not feel like I'm messing it up 100%. I mean, I kind of like the way the collages that I've been doing are coming out. I think they're kind of cool, but at the same time, this is like a whole new level. This is big time level up. Okay. And her foiling is just to die for. Absolutely on point, to die for foiling. Then you've got your washi strips and your dividers. Some more deco. Beautiful. And then more the keys. Like we're road tripping. More of the, like these are torn edges and like little pieces. I think sometimes when you turn it over, you can kind of see the lines. Let me see what else is in here. I think it's all torn edges. This bottom one right here. And then these are big fat washies and a couple skinnier washies. There is one in here, but I'm not sure which page it's on, where you get like dots and squares and some flags and stuff. But, and it's kind of hidden inside of one of the pattern sections, but those, love those. And your big, look at this, road tripping, and your big scenes. And then this one is your florals with your edges and your corners. Stunning. And then your monthly page, which I can't live without this page. I don't know. This is my social media page right here all by itself. Like this is how I set up my social media. This actually, Graceful Muse, goes into my social media planner, and then whatever I have left over, because I don't use very much of it, all the stuff. So this goes in my social media monthly and weekly setup. And then this little bit of this goes in as the deco on each page. And then the rest of it goes into my planner. So there is everything that I have so far from Pretty Pink Co. Love this. Glad I signed up for it. Monthly subscription and my Graceful Muse subscription. So I will be back in just a second with some more. Next up, I have my last subscription from Simple Paper. I did replace this subscription with the Pretty Pink Co. That's more my aesthetics, more my style, but this one will be the last one that I get from Simple Paper Co. So I'd like to share it with you guys today. And this is the August 2025 decorative kit. I love how it comes packaged. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this subscription, by the way. The only reason why I'm not doing it is that this isn't exactly my aesthetic. I'm not a big flower kind of person, and it seems like a lot of their kits are very floral centric with like these type of flowers here, and it's just not my vibe. So I decided to go with the Pretty Pink Co. because she seems to have more of my style of stickers. So anyway, here's your August card, which is very, very pretty. It's soft touch. It's a Simple Paper on the back. Oh, it's so satisfying to touch those cards. Then you've got your numbers, your dots. Then, so here's your, let me get the paper behind it so that we can see what we're doing. Okay. So here is the August like monthly with some floral stuff. And then you've got your little deco page. It's very pretty. It looks very Italian to me. Then you have, oh, these are the, I love these type of pages where you have like this nice little mix of like elements that are already collaged for you, because that just makes it so much easier. Then this one has a gold foil to it, but here's your torn edges and strips. Stamp page, love the stamp page. Then we have some more deco and floral edges. It looks very vineyardy, Italy kind of vibe to me. There's this one. These are nice. I like those paint swatches at the bottom. And then more, definitely getting more of that Italian winery type vibe out of these pages. You get a lot of sheets in here, a lot. So you've got a ton of stuff to kind of play around with. Lots of deco, lots of scenes in different shapes and sizes. Some more florals. And then overlays, which I really like these overlays. Beautiful. Then you've got your days of the week with the little color swatch behind it. And this is that really pretty olive green. Then some larger florals. And then you've got some gigantic individual florals. So I'm going to count how many sheets come in this because I'm curious. I mean, these kind of count as a sheet. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and a soft touch card. That's what you get in the Simple Paper subscription. I was just curious. Seemed like a lot. So there's that. And then this month's haul is looking pretty sad. I don't seem to have a ton of stuff to share with you guys this month. I did cut back on a lot of my subscriptions, and then there's a lot of things that come in kind of late in the month. So hopefully I'll have more for you, but yeah, we'll see. I still have another, let's see, what's today? Today's the 21st. So I still have a few more days left in the month to see if anything else comes in for you. Otherwise, it's going to be probably a record small haul this time. So anyways, stay tuned. I'll be back hopefully in a minute with some more. Okay, so last up for this month, I have a new to me company. This is Faded Chronicle. I did order her planner like bundle, so I will share that with you guys when they come in, but that was a pre-order, so it'll be probably somewhere in like September. But I did notice that they had a subscription service and I liked the style, so I decided to pick one up. And I have not subscribed to the monthly subscription, but I think I'm going to do it based off of what I see here. This was one of their previous ones and I picked that one up. So let's go through. And then I think she sent me like a bunch of extras. I don't know what actually came with this, but this looks like it was the July or maybe August, because she also sent me August. So I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure what all came with this, but I love all of it so far. So here's a little card right here, and I'll flip it over so that you can find them. So this is like a little cafe one. Here's the website and all the information in case you want to find Faded Chronicle. And then it came with this little vinyl sticker. And then it came with a whole bunch of vellums that were all individually wrapped and packaged. So I have to take them all out of the packaging so that you can actually see them without the glare. But I thought it was interesting that they all came so perfectly packaged like this. And I will, oh, that's an interesting feel. I will get out a little white piece of paper because I did order this on washi, and I did notice something when I was looking at it that I thought was very interesting that I absolutely love. So I'm not sure what type of a printer or printing process that Faded Chronicle uses, but it is pretty amazing, and I'll show you why when I get to it. But let's get all these out of the packaging. So that I should have done this before I turned on the camera, but I was so excited. I did not. Okay, let me get out a white background for you. Okay, so this was the July, and it's really, really pretty. It's really pretty. Unfortunately, July is pretty much over, but, which is probably why she sent me this one. So August, I can also use with this collection, which I probably will, but isn't that pretty? And then there's a couple that are just vellums with some kind of pictures on them and collage elements. That's that one. And then this one's my favorite. You know that one's going in. Definitely going in my planner. I'll trim it down to A5 size maybe, or maybe half letter size. I'm not sure yet. Don't know where I'm going to put it. Okay, so let's just take a peek at this. I know you're not really going to be able to see this, but if you were to run your finger over the top of these, they are raised. This is a raised print. And it's a different type of printing. I love the font. This is like a typewriter font that's got like a little bit of a grunge to it, which yes, I'm here for, totally here for it. If it's not, like if it's a mistake, it's a happy mistake. Like I love it. So this is your days of the week and some numbers, and you've got 2 sets of them. Nice tiny ones. I know exactly where I'm going to use this. This is going to go in my purse planner. Then let me grab something that, look at how many pages this came with. Like she's just right after my heart. She's after my heart. Okay, so this one right here, yeah, it's definitely on purpose, but this is kind of raised, almost like it's a different type of a printer. It is definitely a different type of a printer, and it's got a beautiful gold foiling over the top. You can see on these ones down here, you can feel it. It's got like an edge to it, almost like a DTF printer. It's fantastic. Okay, and then there's this page right here. I love the little cafe scenes. There's a whole bunch of them in here. And then it's got the foiling. Hopefully you can see it all pretty well. And then you've got some flowers on this one. And then she does like, look at this little coffee cup. And then I think those are lemons right there and some grapes. It's just really, really pretty. There's that one. And then this one with my favorite, which is like this right here, this color scheme. There are some other ones in here, like there's like a bunch of different cafe style scenes in here. So you'll see like some purples and greens, but my favorite is this like darker right here, which is why I picked it up. Then this one is called Bottom Bar Sheet. I can't get over this printing. It's almost like a glossy print. I wonder if she gets them made or if she actually prints them. But her shop is out of Canada, so just be aware if you're ordering, it's going to be coming from Canada. But I am just like, I'm totally here for this. It is different. It's something different. Some collage scenes. So this is called Corner Deco. So each one of these is a nice corner piece. And then this one is a full sheet. So this is washi paper, full sheet washi paper with some elements on it that are foiled. But I love the little collage that she did there. Then this one is torn paper edges. So these are, you know, and some couple of Julys on here, which because it's not a dated July, it's definitely something that I can use at a different time of the year. But I just think these are so fun. And then, oh, my favorite. I need to find a spot for this right here. This has to go, I just don't know where. Not sure where I'm going to put it, but it's definitely going to go somewhere. Now, one of the things about the bundle that I ordered from her, it was 3 pieces. There's an A5, a B6, and like a traveler's notebook size. I might save this and put this in the traveler's notebook to open it because it'll be my first time having an actual traveler's notebook. So I might save some of this kit for that because I feel like this would be a really fun opener. Yeah, we might be saving this. This one is a functional sheet. So you've got like some, I don't know how to explain it, but here there's like some dots, like you could write on it. I wouldn't write on this, but then you've got like some little icons here to buy, to work, priority, to clean. And then these ones you could definitely write on. So these are, might be hard to tell, but these are strips. So right next to it has like appointment, money here, a computer, laundry, or whatever. Or you could put your scripts on it if you wanted to, just to have like little dividers for your planner. There's that sheet. And then this is quarter sheet. And these are strips down here. I'm not sure if you can see where it's cut or not, but these are strips down here. Then this is full box sheet with some more strips at the bottom. And then one of my favorite sheets, because I'm a sucker for this kind of stuff, for like washi strips, because you guys know how I plan, where I cut my page in half, and I love having these things for that. But there's also some that are vertical, so you could use these on the side, like as a sidebar as well. But this is narrow deco bar. This one is deco bar wide, so oh, perfect for a sidebar. Love, 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 love those. And then this one is called, see, there's a lot of pages, Deco Bar Slim Sheet. So you got like a wider one, and then they get a little bit skinnier as they go. I love that. Then you've got a July overlay, 2 of them, so you can put them in, and a couple of deco sheets down here. And then this one is called the Functional Sheet, and these are strips with the boxes in them. Some more of that. These are boxes, like little boxes, so you can use them as check boxes. These are smaller. They look like they would fit inside of like an A6 or a Weeks, along with this right here, like smaller sections, which I think, like I said, I'm definitely going to like save this for the traveler's notebook size, but this one is called Functional Sheet. So that, my friends, is everything that came from Faded Chronicle. Tons and tons and tons of sheets here. I've got several weeks worth of things to play with, so I'm most definitely going to be playing with this, but I think I'm definitely going to be saving it for the new planners when they come in, because I think I want, look at all of this. I think other than this right here is going to go in my, probably my half letter. I think I'm going to use it as a divider in the half letter, and possibly even that one. And then I'll save these, because this I could tear. Instead of using the middle, I could tear different sections off of this and use, I don't know if you can see here, but you've got like this really fun piece right here. You've got this little piece right here. You've got all of this right here. I don't have to use this middle section, but I can definitely tear these off and use them in a setup. And then you've got this other full one. So I'm going to keep those for when the new planner comes in and I set that one up. And no worries, I will definitely show you the little trio, but if you're looking for Faded Chronicle, here it is. And if you want to get in on that pre-order bundle, it was all 3 planners were $110. Yeah, so, and it says shipping late September, early October, so you'll get them in plenty of time for 2026. But there it is, and yeah, that's all I have for you this month. I know it's a little bit of a shorter haul, but hopefully I'll be getting some more things in next month. I am going to sign up for this. Hopefully I'll make it before this end of the sign up period for next month, but we'll see. And yeah, so that's all I have for you now. Thanks guys so much for hanging out with me. Don't forget, like, subscribe, show this video to your friends, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.